As the City of Arlington presents its budget for fiscal year 2013, we are committed to enhancing the benefits of city services for today while ensuring we are prepared for tomorrow. Like residents and businesses, Arlington works to have a healthy fiscal foundation, and our most recent ratings from outside agencies reflect positively on those efforts. The agencies that review the financial condition of cities place Arlington near the top of the class for budgetary strength. In fact, among the top 15% of American cities. The agencies look at a number of indicators, including foreclosures, which are stable, home sales, which are up, personal bankruptcies, which are on the decline, and unemployment, which is stable and lower than the state and national averages. They cite, among other things, healthy reserves, a manageable debt ratio, and sound financial practices as positive aspects of Arlington's overall financial outlook. What does this high rating mean for Arlington? Because the city has prudently managed its resources, the higher rating means lower interest expense, so it costs less to make repairs and do things like build more roads. As the budget for fiscal year 2013 is developed, Arlington continues to build its vision as a preeminent city, providing a safe environment in which to live, learn, work, and play. To support that vision, the City Council has identified 4 priorities for the coming year. Support quality education. Education is a key component for flourishing communities, and Arlington strives for quality public, private, and higher education opportunities to attract new residents and businesses and support the foundation for the city's future. Enhance regional mobility. Because of Arlington's central location in the region, efficient and effective transportation is crucial, both within and beyond the city's borders. Define an identifiable brand. Defining a brand which reflects Arlington's image is increasingly important as the city builds a higher profile nationally and globally. The goal is to create a brand which expresses all that Arlington is and even what is yet to come. Build a thriving community. Building a thriving community takes a mix of many things. Arlington seeks to provide a safe city where public-private relationships blossom and enhance development and help sustain quality infrastructure. Enriching arts and culture and creating a unique mixture of attractions helps the city preserve its history and embrace its growing diversity. Developing those priorities is part of a months-long process. The Council begins meeting in early spring to determine priorities for the upcoming fiscal year. It's following city departments plan and develop budget proposals. The city manager and staff prepare a final proposed budget which is presented to the Council on the first Tuesday in August. While Council is reviewing the final proposed budget, citizens have input at scheduled town hall meetings. The Council then makes final changes and formally adopts both the budget and the tax rate for the coming fiscal year. Although the budget is presented in August and adopted in September, citizens can have input at any time throughout the year by contacting their City Council member. For year 2013, Arlington's proposed general fund budget is $205 million. The largest portion, 42%, is allocated to the police department, followed by 21% to the fire department. The remaining portion of the budget is dedicated to other city services. The residential property tax rate will remain the same, although most residents will pay 23 cents less per month, an average annual savings of $2.72. Residential property values are slightly down. At the same time, commercial property values are up, a promising sign for the real estate market overall. Property tax rates will remain unchanged at 64.8 cents per $100 as they have for the past 10 years. But because of higher values, the city will collect slightly more in tax revenue. A savings in property tax will offset a modest increase for some utility services for residents. While water rates remain steady, fees for sewer service and trash collection are up. Overall, the average Arlington household will pay about $10 more per year, or 83 cents per month, for city services. As mentioned earlier, the city's reserves are well funded and account for $50.1 million, or 24% of the general fund budget. The entertainment district is thriving with more visitors than ever. As people come to Arlington to catch a game, visit Six Flags, or shop, they spend money in Arlington, so more taxes are collected. In fact, sales taxes are on the increase. This year, the city will exceed $50 million in sales tax collection for the first time in its history, and expects to collect $52 million during the 2013 budget year. This means Arlington can continue to provide quality services to its residents without increasing its property tax rate. These bonuses from gas wells on city-owned property will also help fund new fire trucks and police cars, upgrades at parks, and defray the cost of airport improvements. The city will continue to leverage the use of grants to boost services like enhancements to improve public safety response. In previous years, like other municipalities, Arlington faced challenges providing for employees. This year, the budget calls for a 3% recurring pay raise for its workers. At the same time, the city continues its efforts to manage employee costs for health insurance. Arlington also participates in a statewide retirement program and is able to ensure that its pension plan is funded at an appropriate level. Portions also allocated directly to support council priorities. To support quality education, the budget dedicates $46,000 for online tutoring for students in kindergarten through 12th grade and $75,000 to replace children's collection materials in the city's libraries. To regional mobility, $350,000 is proposed to help fund a 2-year pilot connection to the Centerport commuter rail station. $0.8 million from increased sales tax revenues and other one-time sources will enhance street maintenance. To define an identifiable brand, the budget proposes $50,000 to leverage a state grant for monument signage along the I-30 corridor, $25,000 for a branding initiative to define the city's image, and $150,000 to provide initial funding for the Art Walk Sculpture Trail along Johnson Creek, creating another focal point in the city's entertainment district. To build a thriving community, $94,000 provides homeowner incentives through the Arlington Home Improvement Program. $1,000 establishes a coordinator to encourage local minority and women-owned businesses to participate in opportunities with the city. $150,000 would be invested in efforts to attract a convention center hotel to the entertainment district. And $90,000 is proposed to refine and update Champion Arlington, the city's economic development strategy. In addition to funding the council priorities, the budget will fund day-to-day services that are referred to as core services and include $750,000 for 31 sworn police officers previously funded by an expiring federal grant, $307,000 for civilian police positions also previously funded by grants, $235,000 for increased police staffing, $250,000 for additional fire overtime staffing, $50,000 for the teen court coordinator previously funded with a grant, and $395,000 for expanded facility maintenance. The Arlington City budget for fiscal year 2013 is building on momentum and building for tomorrow. The city is committed to its focus on council priorities to support quality education, enhance regional mobility, define an identifiable brand, and build a thriving community. If you'd like to learn more about the budget or get involved in this ongoing process, you're invited to attend one of 2 budget town hall meetings scheduled for August. You can also go online at arlingtontx.gov for more information.